Fresh with Carol Dixon is all about life and how to live that life positively, productively, and prayerfully. After decades of ministry, Dr. Dixon is qualified to address any topic of life from a biblical perspective. Let's listen now as Dr. Dixon shares nuggets with us about Take the Next Step of Faith.
Well, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. You know, I said that opening because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I want you to know all that is within me, from what I can see, hear, feel, touch, smell, taste, all that is within me. Oh, my soul blesses the Lord. Well, you know what? I want to talk with you today about taking the next step of faith. You know, faith is an action. Yes, it is. And I'm moving you into seizing the moment. I'm moving you into the fact that there is a moment in time, and that time is now. Oh, I feel it all in my spirit being, all in my innermost being, till it is permeating my soul. I'm telling you right now, take the next step of faith. We're going to look at Mark 10, verse 52 in the NASB. It says, "And Jesus said to him, 'Go, your faith have made you well.' And immediately he regained his sight and began following him on the road." See, faith is an action. I don't know what step you need to take next, but I do know that you do need to take it. Your next step may be to accept Jesus Christ into your life or to be baptized. Maybe you need to join a church. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Get into a small group, start tithing, find a ministry. Yes. Start getting busy working for the Lord. And start taking some trips with your ministry. That's what we do. And then invite your friends to the church. Absolutely. I don't know what your next step is, but I do know this. You have one. God will never be finished taking you deeper in faith. No, he's always taking us deeper. There's always a next step. Trust me. If you don't take the next step, you're going to get stuck in a rut. Listen to this. Listen to this. The only difference between a grave and a rut is the length. Yeah. If you don't move forward in faith, you will die. Your heart will grow cold and you will feel more distant from God. He isn't going to help you with steps 2, 3, 4, or 5 until you take step 1. Now, if you're asking God to help you with something, he may be asking you, why haven't you done what I've already told you to do? Well, I was talking about Bartimaeus on one of the podcasts, and he was a man that called out to Jesus in faith. He was believing that Jesus could heal him. You gotta believe. And before Barnabas met Jesus, he was sitting beside the road. After he received his sight from the Lord, this is Bartimaeus here in the book of Mark. After he received his sight from the Lord, he began following him on the road. Now, which of those two phrases that I just talked about describes your life? Sitting beside the road or following Jesus on the road? Which of those two lifestyles do you think is more fulfilling? Which do you think offers more joy, more meaning? Which do you think offers more satisfaction? Which one do you want to represent your life? Well, there's only one way to follow Jesus on the road. Take the next step. Faith is more than believing. Faith is more than believing. Faith is more than thinking. Faith is more than talking or having convictions about Jesus. What is faith? Faith is action. It is movement. It is activity. Faith is something you do. In fact, the Bible says in James 2 and 14, if people say they have faith, but do nothing, their faith is worth nothing. Let me tell you, you can say you're going to do something, you say you're going to do it, and then you start moving about to do a little something, but then you stop, and then you sit, and you sit, and you sit. No. You got to get busy, and you must take the step of faith, the next step that God will give you. So you might say, where did I get that faith to make a fresh start? There's only one source, Jesus Christ. Yes. Everything that we have, right thinking, right living, a clean slate, and a fresh start, it comes from God by way of Jesus Christ. 1 Corinthians 1 and 30 in the Message translation. Bartimaeus had no idea that Jesus Christ was going to pass his way that day. To him, it was just another day. But God gave him an unexpected opportunity that offered him a fresh start. Let me tell you on today, God is giving you the same opportunity. Don't delay. Take your next step of faith before the opportunity passes you by. Take the next step of faith. I am Carol Dixon, and this is Dash.
We know you have been inspired. Your faith has been built, giving you a new perspective. Tell someone about Dash with Carol Dixon podcast. Someone you know needs to tune in. We're always on 24/7. Spread the word, won't you? We're helping you and many others with a positive, productive, and prayerful word. Thank you for joining us today. Take a moment now to leave a rating, review, and subscribe to our podcast app. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for listening to Dash with Carol Dixon.